Haji Shariat Ullah, he was also inspired by Shah Waliullah's teachings and his ideologies that he had talked about, specifically his religious concepts, and he introduced the Faraizi movement. Now, Haji Shariat Ullah is remember these important dates that you have. He was born in 1781 and 1800 till 1840. That is his lifespan, and he was also a very prominent Islamic reformer, and he was known for his Faraizi movement. The word Faraizi itself talks about the movement, that is the duties. So if we are able to perform our duties, we are able to get our rights. It's a vice versa ideology. If you want rights, you need to fulfill your duties as well. So quickly about the early years. Now he is on the other side of what we have already talked about. Now if you look into the map of India, we are talking about Delhi, which is somewhere down here, and then he is over here in Bengal, that is a little further away, but again the teachings had spread all that far, and he was born in 1781. He was in Bengal, which is considered as I said, away from the center of learning at that time, that was Delhi. He was not a student of Madrasa Rahimia, which all the other reformers had been. He had been to a Madrasa Basarat Alia, and he had received his education from a Madrasa of Farfura Sharif. Now again, Hajj, the pilgrimage, holds very great importance in all the reformers. जब भी reformers ने, they had their ideologies, उनके concepts थे, उनकी एक ideology थी which they were able to understand while they were in India. लेकिन as soon as all of them went to Hajj, they were able to better understand what they want. It was like a lightening, it was enlightenment period for them, हर एक के लिए, क्योंकि वहाँ जाके they would come across a teacher who would scrap off the unnecessarily, and then they were able to focus on what their own ideologies were. And Haji Shariat Ullah spent almost a major time, almost 19 years or so. You can see he went to Arabia in 99 and he was there till 1818. So that is almost 18 years he has spread there, and that is a very, very long time. And here he met Muhammad bin Abdul Wahab. Now he was the man who gave him the idea to talk about duties which will result in the rights. So this is where the idea from him, Muhammad bin Abdul Wahab, comes the idea of the Faraizi movement. एक छोटा सा इसमें school of thought भी यहाँ develop हो जाता है, जिसको आज के present times में हम वहाबी भी कहते हैं, because they are the ones who are talking mostly about the religious teachings to be followed as per exactly by the Quran, and as being by Hadith and by the Sunnah, because that was Sunnah is the practice what is said in the Quran. So ये एक school of thought इनसे डेवलप हुआ था जब हाजी शरीयतुल्लाह का वापस आते हैं इंडिया में. तो दिस होल आइडिया ऑफ religious teachings in terms of duties and rights was being introduced by him. Now, here comes your another very important question: why he wished to revive Islam in subcontinent. ये question आपको हाजी शरीयत उल्लाह से भी आएगा, why he wished to revive Islam. ये आपको शाह वलीउल्लाह के लिए भी आएगा, why he wished to revive Islam. ये आपको हम आगे जब सैयद अहमद बरेलवी पढ़ेंगे तब भी आएगा कि in all of these had different ideologies about revival of Islam, और सारे के सारे बेस्ड जो कर रहे थे इस्लामिक टीचिंग्स पे, डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ इस्लामिक टीचिंग्स. थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, शाह वलीउल्लाह ने हमें डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ डिफरेंट रिफॉर्म्स दे दिए थे कि इन चार को करेंगे फॉलो तो हम रिवाइवल ऑफ इस्लाम कर सकते हैं. हाजी शरीयतुल्लाह ने उनमें से एक कॉन्सेप्ट ले लिया और सैयद अहमद बरेलवी ने एक कॉन्सेप्ट लिया और उसको प्रैक्टिकली प्रैक्टिस करके भी बताया कि इस तरह इस्लाम को प्रमोट किया जा सकता है, स्प्रेड कर कर सकते हैं, रिवाइव कर सकते हैं. So why did Haji Shariatullah wish to revive Islam? Again, जिस सोसाइटी से वो आ रहे थे, जिस एलिमेंट से वो ग्रो कर रहे थे, that has a great impact. Again, I said सोसाइटी इकोनॉमी बहुत इंटर रिलेटेड, एक चेन रिएक्शन है. Now he was coming from Bengal, where they were suppressed by the Hindu landlords a lot economically, socially, as well as educationally. उनको ना पढ़ने की इजाज़त मिलती थी, ना उनको इतने दिए जाते थे. They were not given enough what you can say as opportunities. So he believed that the Muslims of the subcontinent were losing their identity. Why were they losing they were losing their identity? Because they were not following the proper principles of Islam, because they were not doing the proper duties as they were given in Islam. So, and rather they were now practicing Hindu ideology, Hindu practices हो रही थी. Practices से मतलब जो हम लेते हैं कि हम डेली रूटीन में क्या कर रहे हैं, कि हम सुबह उठ के क्या करना है, किस तरह हमने अपनी डेली लाइफ को चलाना है, डिफरेंट इवेंट्स को कैसे करना है, ट्रेडिशंस को कैसे फॉलो करना है. तो दीज वर द हिंदू प्रैक्टिसेस. सो दस ही स्टार्टेड द फराइजी मूवमेंट टू प्यूरिफाई द इस्लामिक सोसाइटी, कि आपने वो चीज़ें करनी है, यू हैव टू डू ऑल दोज थिंग्स, ऑल दोज ड्यूटीज हैव टू बी परफॉर्म्ड विच आर इन रेलिवेंस टू इस्लामिक सोसाइटी, विच आर इन रेलिवेंस टू इस्लाम. नॉट डूइंग दिस इज अ नो. We do not need to follow these practices, but rather we need to practice how के इस्लाम, नमाज कैसे करनी है. तो हमारे 5 pillars of Islam के ऊपर बहुत importance दी गई थी by Haji Shariat Ullah. So this is, or why did he come across all these things? Because of one of the few events that he had been seeing was that this complete suppression by the Hindu landlords. Haji Shariat Ullah wanted to end this. Again, Trinity के oppression को ख़त्म करना चाहता था. He wanted to oppressed Muslims need to be revived, and he created a sense of jihad also in the Muslims against these people who were creating a tyranny. And again, credit kisko ja raha tha? That we had forgotten the basic principles of Islam, and he said that if we did not practice these obligations, duties, farais, like prayer and fasting and zakat and all these, he said that we are constantly going to go down. हमारा ग्राफ ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ ही आएगा. Now, what was the Faraizi movement? जब शुरू कब होती है? When he comes back from Arabia in 1818. उससे पहले Faraizi movement की ideology नहीं आती. He comes back and he starts to introduce all these things. What is he talking about? That against these anti-Islamic policies, he's talking about that the objectives of the were to give up un-Islamic practices, act upon the duties, the farz, the obligatories जो हमें इस्लाम में for a Muslim have been told to do. Because if we follow the farais, we are going to be more stronger, we will be more united, we will be more together with each other. And this Faraizi movement was becoming an alarming thing for the Hindu landlords, who could see that with this unity, this is going to become a problem, and that is why they started to create problems. Was Haji Shariat Ullah. He was imprisoned at that time also, but this did bring about an awakening into the Muslims. So when we are talking about in terms of Haji Shariat Ullah, we can talk about what was the Faraizi movement, which can be a source question. आपको एक paragraph दे के उससे related पूछा जा सकता है. Impact of the Faraizi movement, importance of the Faraizi movement, and a very important 14 marks question can be, did Haji Shariat Ullah contribute more to the spread of Islam than anyone else in the subcontinent? Again, this is how you interpret to this ideology, this key question, कि what do you think, what was he able to talk about it, कि Faraizi movement कितनी popular हुई? अगर इसको हमने अब आंसर करना है तो कितनी पॉपुलर थी, कितना उसका इम्पैक्ट था, हाउ फार डिड इट गो एंड हाउ फार आउटरीच इट वाज, एंड हाउ लॉन्ग डिड इट लास्ट आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ Haji Shariat Ullah, and overall impact in the coming years इस movement का क्या है. तो Faraizi movement को अगर हम देखें तो it did have a longer impact for a very long time. Again, it was the beginning of another school of thought if we look into it that way as well.